So that application is principle of least work or minimum strain energy. Okay, so we have to extend the application of Castigliano's first theorem here. So this is principle of least work or minimum strain energy, which is also known as second theorem of Castigliano. Okay, so Castigliano was one author or scientist who invented these two methods, first theorem and second theorem, using the work done energy principle. Okay, so this is important. That is principle of least work. It is important in the analysis of indeterminate structures. Its applications are simple and basic: axial forces, then combined axial and bending forces, and then composite structures. So for each loading, we have different members or structures, that is trusses, beams, and frames. So there are some limitations. What are the limitations? Whatever is its actual form, that is total strain energy, its partial derivative with respect to applied load. So you cannot apply it as it is to the forces which are caused by temperature changes, fabrication errors, etc. Means what? We have seen in strength of materials temperature stresses. Okay, so when there is change in temperature, so there is sudden contraction or relaxation in the member. Okay, temperature stresses. And we have also seen how the stresses take place because of temperature. So what are the forces when there is temperature change? We do not know. Correct, we do not know. There is no physical force. Second thing, fabrication errors. It means you have sent your drawings to a workshop, fabrication workshop, and one truss you have to make out of it. Okay, you have to manufacture one truss. So so while manufacturing that truss, let us say 5 meter is the length of one of the members, and by mistake you make the length of that member as 4.9 meters. So it is short by 0.1 meter. So you need to forcefully fit that member in its place. So you will have to extend that member. Okay, there will be some tensile forces induced because of shortening of the length. So again there will be some additional forces which are not known. So in these cases we cannot apply Castigliano's second theorem. Okay, so these are the limitations. Now let us see what is this second theorem actual. First theorem we know it is partial derivative of total strain energy with respect to applied load. Okay, so what is second theorem? Second theorem is we will actually apply this to uh, this propped cantilever beam, which is statically indeterminate. Okay, it is statically indeterminate. So here you can see a propped cantilever beam is there. One point load capital P is there, which is acting eccentrically on the beam. So if you determine static indeterminacy of this beam, it is 1, and that one unknown is reaction at B. Okay, that unknown is reaction at B, and we have to find that reaction. So how to find? Apply first theorem to propped cantilever beam, find out total strain energy, and now on support B, there is no deflection because there is one reaction induced, there is one support on B, which is not allowing the joint to go down or up. Okay. So net deflection on joint B is 0. And what we have done, we have found total strain energy in the member using the equation. If you remember the derivation, integration of m square ds upon 2 er. Okay, last session we have seen its derivation. So that is total strain energy. Now you differentiate this total strain energy with respect to reaction at B and equate it to 0. Okay, partial derivative of total strain energy with respect to RB is equal to 0. So in this method of least work, we take partial derivative of internal energy with respect to load applied at a point where deflection is 0. This is important. We take derivative at a point where deflection is 0 and equate it to 0. So this is nothing but Castigliano's second theorem. First theorem is partial derivative of total strain energy with respect to load. Simply equate it to 0 and you will get Castigliano's second theorem. Now what will happen because of this? We shall see in the coming slides. So the structure will deform due to applied loads by the minimum amount possible, so that work done on it or the internal energy stored is minimum. Okay, it means if there is any particular load capital P applied on the beam, then whatever is the capacity of that particular load to deform any member, it will not deform the member beyond its limit. It will be minimum required deflection. Okay. So the total work done by members is the least possible, and therefore the theorem is called principle of least work. It means externally applied load is not going to deform the beam beyond its capacity. Okay, so if capital U is the total strain energy stored up in a framework in equilibrium under an external system of forces, its magnitude is always a minimum. This is the statement of principle of least work. Okay.